Hey there. So I just wanted to, I decided to take on the 3 module challenge. And so I just wanted to document what I came up with. And so um, I'll just go straight into the sounds. And then at the end, I'll talk about um, the 3 modules I chose. So. So the 3 modules that I've chosen, first and foremost, it's pretty obvious that the Monome white whale. So, and I'm using this as both as just a step sequencer for both trigger and CV. So, this is a fantastic module, and it's only like $220. But the downside is you gotta have a Monome to sequence it. But it's great for smaller racks like this. And it's a really great sequencer because you can just kind of program in your sequence and go. And the second module that I chose was the Mannequins Mangrove, and it's just an awesome module. So I think the kind of the coolest thing is there's the air control here. So if you notice, we have a stackable here, and so and this is normally where I patch an envelope, because air kind of sort of acts like a VCA. And so it's great because it comes with an intensiverter right here. So you can kind of get a volume control, which I figured was important since I wasn't going to be able to use a mixer or really VCAs, because we only have 3 modules. So that's the main reason why I selected this, is because not only is it an oscillator, and it's a triangle core oscillator, which is my favorite kind of oscillator, but the VCA component is really useful a lot of times, and I probably could have even done something clever and patched in the square output as well as the 4-man output. And then the last module is the Bastl Instruments Grandpa, which is just a sampler, a granular sampler, and I'm just using the default sounds. I haven't loaded any of my own samples onto the SD card yet, and so I'm still learning this thing. It's my newest module. I'm still trying to figure out, how, a big part of this was I patched CV to it because I wanted to see, how working with CV, or how patching CV to the parameters, behaves, and I wanted to learn more about it. But the biggest advantage with this is that there are 2 triggers and they trigger 2 different samples. They can't play at the same time, but that's fine. It's still nice to be able to get at 2 different sounds and get syncopated rhythms and things like that. So, and that was pretty much it. So I've got my 3 triggers here. One goes to the VCA on the, well, not the VCA, but the air on the Mangrove. And then the other 2 triggers, this is just a multiple part of my case, so you don't have to keep doing these things. So, the long cables. So, but these 2 triggers are just coming here and they're triggering each of the channels on the grandpa. And so, let's see. And so the 2 CV signals that come out of the white whale, one's just going to the pitch on the Mangrove, and so this one's going to the CVN on the Bastl grandpa. And the only thing that this CV controls is whatever page that you're on. All these lights represent a different page, and whatever you select, you wiggle, that's what the CV is going to control. So most of the time I stayed on the start and end for the sample, so that way whenever triggered, that's kind of my favorite thing to do that I got from the radio music, was finding a good start point, and sometimes making it short. So, and then the other thing, I didn't get to use it at all, but was going to the grain mode and then turning the size of the grain down. So another thing that was kind of cool about the white whale was it comes with this gate mode. So whenever you have 3 triggers in a row like this, it'll treat it as 3 separate triggers. But if you turn it into gate mode, it'll turn this into, it'll go low for this wherever it's not. There's no trigger present, but when there's trigger present, it'll just stay high. So that's my 3 module challenge.